Hey guys, welcome back to Likewise Pod. I'm Issa.
And I'm Sam, and we're so excited for another episode this week. It's so sad that we didn't have a regular episode last week, but I loved Issa's mini. So unfortunately, we didn't have a little 2-for-1 for you guys, but we hope you stayed caught up and updated with us.
Thanks, Sam. I thought it was fun too. I also think it was so funny because I was like, yeah, I'm annoyed because I just recorded this, but the sound was so bad. And then I listened to it back and like it sounded fine. But then I was listening to it in my car and I was like, this sounds like booty. But I think it's because I had my mic angled the wrong way. So here's to hoping this one's better.
Oh, great point. I love that. No, I thought the audio sounded great. So.
Oh, thanks. Appreciate it. I'm so excited for this week's episode because, as you all know, or maybe you don't, we have a Google Doc with our Likewise episode notes, and Sam has been a freaking rock star, and she's just coming up with like all these topics and ideas. I'm like, dang, that's so good. And so this has been on there for probably a month because all the other ones were on there first.
Right.
But this is something I think about quite often,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess I'm glad in a way that other people like have noticed this too, this phenomenon, if you will.
Yes. I love this. Honestly, half the time I get ideas just from, I'm on LinkedIn all the time, and so I'll just see like articles and I'm like, that's interesting. Or I'll like see other people say it, or I'll just see something on Pinterest and I'm like, yeah, that'd be a good thing to talk about. Or like cute little Instagram graphics. But this whole idea is just all on the like disappearance of tweens. Like there are no more tweens. Like yes, people are still tween aged, but like where are they? Because like nobody looks like a tween anymore. Or like I guess tweens just look different now. So that's what we're going to talk about today.
Yeah. Sorry, I had a thought and then I forgot it. This has been happening to me so much today. Like it happened. Sam and I have been FaceTime for probably at least an hour and a half or something. I don't remember when it first called, but it happened to me earlier. And then I remembered what I was going to say, like, at least 30 minutes later. I was like, this is embarrassing. So maybe I'll remember it later. But yeah, I'm so excited for this. It might not sound like I'm excited, but I'm trying to like, okay, because, sorry, last side note before I actually get into like roses and thorns and stuff, but I like listening back to it, I'm like, I sound so like unenthusiastic, or like I sound so like monotonous, and so people are probably like, does Issa actually enjoy doing this? And so I'm trying to sound more enthused and have my voice convey my emotions, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe we both just need like different balance. Because sometimes I listen and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to chill. Like, I was just getting like too passionate. Like, it just sounds like I'm ranting sometimes. So I'm like, okay, wait.
I know, like I'm either just speaking like this the whole time and like so monotonous, or I'm laughing and you can't understand what I'm saying. And I'm like, dang, that's so embarrassing. And so like I've tried to like cut a lot of it out, but then I'm saying things as I'm laughing. I'm like, I can't. And so sorry. Don't worry. I am self-aware. Working on it.
I love that.
Okay. Anyways, to really start off the episode, Sam, can you tell me your roses and thorn of the week?
Yeah. So this is funny. I was thinking about them today before we got on to record, and I already wrote down roses and thorns for the week like 2 days ago, and they're kind of completely different from what I would have said if I was thinking of it today, which is funny. So my thorn is I put feeling weirdly not good all the time because I've just been like sick a lot. Last week I didn't want to record because I had sun poisoning earlier in the week and had such a bad burn and just like did not feel good all week, and then I had to like prepare for my weekend trip to Denver, which is my rose, was that I went on a super fun trip to Denver. I went to a Rockies baseball game and it was a wild one. The Angels won 25 to one, and it was fun to be at. And I did lots and maybe even too much shopping, and yeah, I also had a really fun shoot at work today. That would have been my rose if I was only thinking about today.
No, the shoot looked so fun.
And my thorn probably would have been that I'm sunburnt again. So hopefully no sun poisoning when I wake up for work tomorrow.
Oh, Sam. My thorn. Okay, so if you don't know, you should. But I started playing soccer with like a co-ed team with like some girls from my soccer team. And last week, so my thorn is I'm pretty sure that I like strained / pulled because apparently they're the same thing. I thought straining and pulling muscles or something were
me too.
different, but they're not. They're the same. I'm pretty sure I strained my quad, specifically like the rectus femoris. So like that's the one. It's like kind of like the one on top, like the muscle. There are like 3 in your quad, which is like the top of your leg, or maybe it's the whole leg. No, I think the quad is just the top. Honestly, I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, that's so fun, and I really thought I was like doing well and healing up, and I was like, nice, I can play again. But on Tuesday, I like kind of ran. Oh, also we didn't have a game this week or next week, so I'm like, perfect, no games for 2 weeks, so I can have plenty of time to rest up, heal up, or 3 weeks. I don't know. But then it like kind of hurt after I like took 3 or 4 steps of running. Honestly, it was between a jog and a run. But I was like, oop, not healed. And I think it's because the first game, no girl subs, so I had to play all 90 minutes after literally not playing for 5 years. And then after that, my body's like just recovering. And then when I tried to run or jog again or whatever last week, it was like, nope, still not better. So you're gonna be hard. I was like, oh, amazing, thank you. Anyways, long story short, pretty sure I pulled my quad. Not fun. That is my thorn. And my rose is I saw like 5 of the girls from my old team, and we took a photo and sent it to our coach. And it was so cute, and it's so fun seeing them, and we're all like catching up, and it's just so fun. I love it. Also, if you did listen to our book talk episode, my June TBR is dead. I read All Your Perfects and decided to read ACOTAR too, and I finished that last night at 2 a.m. And so now I'm reading Heartbones, and then I'm gonna read Akamath, A Court of Mist and Fury after that. So living, laughing, loving.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say, since we didn't record last week, I finished ACOWAR last week before I went to Denver. And it's so funny because after I finished it, I was like, I need A Court of Frost and Starlight because that's the only one I don't have. And I was like, I need it. I can't move on until I have it. So then I like looked, they didn't have it in stock at like my Target or my Walmart or anything. So I was like, okay, maybe I'll just get it in Denver. And then like after work one day, I was like, I need to go to the bookstore right now. So because we have like one small indie bookstore in like the mall, but sometimes they don't have a whole lot of things. So I like went and I got it, but I still haven't started it. So it was just funny that I was like, I need it so bad right now. I have to go find it. But it was the only copy on the shelf. Maybe they had more, but I don't know. But I did end up also buying 2 other books.
It was destiny or fate. Sorry.
Yeah, it was. So I got it and I'm excited. But yeah, so we're just really on our ACOTAR grind.
Yeah, I'm so stoked about it. I love it.
I mean,
I did give ACOTAR, A Court of Thorns and Roses, I did give it 4 out of 5 stars because I thought it was so cringe. But I really did like it, mostly for a couple of the later characters.
But no, I totally get it though, because I mean, I talked about how like I gave it 5 stars, but honestly, like the fact that I've been giving 5 stars to the other ones but calling them 6 stars because I like them more, I'm like, maybe I should rethink my rating, or like if I were to reread, would I still give it 5? I don't know.
Yeah, also like I really was trying so hard to annotate and like tab and like highlight and underline and circle and stuff, because I was like, I'm gonna get so confused, so I just need to have like this foundation and understand things. But it was taking me so long, so right. I stopped like annotating. I kept my pen in my hand, and sometimes I would highlight and stuff, but I stopped like actually trying to annotate and do stuff probably a quarter of the way through the book.
Yeah, sometimes I think it's okay if you like, if some things don't like fully stay in your brain. Like if like randomly down the line
Yeah.
in like another book you're like, I don't completely remember exactly what happened with this character, but that's fine.
Yeah, so I think if I reread it, I mean, obviously not right now, but like in the future, eventually maybe, then I probably will go in and annotate because I already know what happens.
Right. No, that'd be cool. Like to go back and like read it once I'm later, obviously, but to like see like if there's any like hints at things that I didn't realize, some
Yeah.
foreshadowing.
Yeah, I was really impatient and also confused, so I looked a lot of things up. I'm like, when does this happen? When does this happen? What happens here? What does this mean?
That's funny.
But because honestly, I love me a good spoiler. I really do love spoilers. Well, I'm picky with them though. If I ask for them, then I want them. But if I don't, then maybe don't.
I know. I think some of the spoilers I saw when I was like halfway through Echo War made me excited because it makes me even more excited to read A Court of Silver Flames, because I know like what, like not exactly what, but like I know some of what is going to be happening, and I'm like, ooh, I'm excited because this is a slow burn happening. Like I'm ready for some other stuff. So, yeah.
I know. I'm like
Some other
nervous about that
characters, and
because
I
I
just
like
love
slow
character
burn,
development.
but do I really like slow burn? I don't know.
I
We'll see.
think with this type of slow burn, it's great because like the main focus is still other people for now, or like through other ones, and like these people aren't really, not that they're not relevant, but like they're not relevant yet. So it's just kind of like cool. I don't know. We'll see. I'm talking about it like I've already read it. I'm like, I actually don't know how it happens.
I know. Like everyone who's like people have like been sliding up on my story and be like, well, actually, one person said I did not like these books. I was like, oh, she said, don't don't tell the fans, they'll come after me. So anonymous. But a lot of other people have said, oh my gosh, don't even worry, it gets better from here. I'm like, yeah, that's what I've heard. That's what I've heard from you and from like other people who I've been talking to. But
And like honestly, even though there's things that are cringe, I'm still like, whatever. Like in a lot of books, there's things that I'm like, ew.
yeah,
Or like that I'll be like, but I
Yeah.
still love it.
because like technically the first book, oh, because we were talking about this earlier, and we think that the whole series may or may not be YA. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But at least the first book is. And
Or like
you know
it's
what? If
weirdly starting to get considered YA when it probably
yeah,
shouldn't.
like if it's YA, then I'll allow like extra room for cringe because there's only so much YA can do.
Right. So funny.
So funny. So good. Love it. Anyway, sorry.
Wow.
This is not another book talk episode.
I guess getting started a little bit, I won't describe our inspo pics, and if they come up in conversation, they will, but I'll post them either on our stories at least, or if they look cute, they'll be on the feed. But I thought something that was really cool just about this whole, I like that you called that a phenomenon, the disappearance of tweens. When I first brought up this topic, Issa was like, you know, like this makes me think of just like the whole idea that like, oh, like we're growing up too fast, and I really like that. And I was like, that's a good way to put it, because that's honestly probably like the reason, or like what we found is like causing this to happen.
Yeah, I think a big thing with it, because it really just, it reminded me that yeah, we are growing up too fast. I think especially with COVID happening, it really forced people to grow up a lot faster and take on more responsibility and more like accountability for things, which I mean, don't get me wrong, I think people should be taking more accountability in general, but just like people taking responsibilities that they shouldn't have to be taking right now, like it should be left to people with more, you know, life experience, and just people like kind of losing your childhood really is what I think it's boiling down to, which is really sad.
Yeah, and just like the overall change in like how we were socializing to then how we had to through COVID, and then how that's like transferred to now, because like obviously like TikTok's huge, but like when like I had TikTok before COVID too, obviously, and like I liked it and probably watched it more than I should have been, but like I think really COVID was when like way more people even got TikTok, and that's like when like a lot of, I guess, obsession with it even happened, or like that's like the main social media a lot of younger people use now. And like a lot of I mean I think back then a lot of parents didn't care that their kids were on TikTok. Maybe they care more now after like seeing different things, but like it's like, I don't know. I mean, it's similar to like, it's just short form video. Like it's comparable to when I was younger and watched YouTube, but like it's so different because like, I don't know, just like the trends and the popular influencers are so different now than they were when I was
Yeah.
a tween.
Oh my gosh. Don't even get me started on like the outfits.
Yes. Okay. So this whole topic really came about because I saw an article from Teen Vogue, and it was mainly about like the disappearance of tween fashion. So like talking about how like stores like Justice and like Limited Two and like Aeropostale, like all these things that were like huge when we were young, or like, I mean, some stores still exist. Obviously, like Hollister was a big one when I was a tween, but like it was also the weird thing of like you weren't really, like your body hadn't changed enough to like wear more like juniors brands. I don't know, like it's just like weird things, like more like juniors and younger focused stores aren't really a thing, and a lot of tweens now at like, you know, 11, 12, 13, well I guess it's 11, 12, like 10, 11, 12. Oh no, 11, 12. Oops. Me not even thinking of what a tween is, but I would consider 13 still a tween, honestly. And it's like they're shopping at stores now like Lululemon, and like I at that age, like I probably went to Forever 21 sometimes, but it was very like limited what I would actually get. Or like I would go to like PacSun and get some stuff, and like it felt so cool. But like still most of my stuff was probably like the Macy's juniors department, because like my family wasn't willing to spend Lululemon money on me as a 13-year-old. Like you're growing out of these clothes so fast probably, but like it's just so interesting. I don't know, it's like The other thing is, when I was, maybe I was a little older at this point, but I kind of feel like it was maybe when I was a tween, was when Bethany Moda had her collection with Aeropostale.
I didn't even know who she was, and everyone was freaking
gosh.
out. I was like, who is this? Because I didn't shop at Aeropostale because my parents are like, why would I spend that kind of money on you?
Oh yeah, I didn't.
When you're just gonna grow out, not because they didn't love me, but they're like, you're just gonna grow out of it, Issa. You don't need to spend all this money. And is it the most expensive? No. But is Target cheaper? Yes. Are like some of these other places cheaper? Yes. So
it's just like an awkward time of life, or like especially back then it was probably, I mean maybe people still feel equally awkward, but like, you know, people always talk about like, oh, why is nobody having the like ugly phase anymore, like the middle school ugly awkward phase, and like we all like don't want to look back on our middle school pictures on Facebook.
So
I mean, I think it's fun, and like I love mine. And
layering like all the tank tops and then the shirt and then
yes,
oh my gosh, just all the things. I'm like, wow. I hope it comes back for tweens because it's a rite of passage, really, is what it is. I'll force my kids to wear that.
It is, yeah. But like it's interesting now because like with all the different like trends and like aesthetics and things on TikTok, like the clean girl aesthetic and like the clean girl, that girl, cottage core, like preppy, like, I mean obviously like back then like I wanted to be preppy, like that was a big thing in my hometown, was like when I got to that age, like being 12, like everybody, like I didn't make, but I like begged my mom to get me Sperry's when I was 12 because everyone in my school was wearing Sperry's, because it was a military town, so like all these girls were coming from like
that is so
the
funny.
South, and they were like had Sperry's, so it like infiltrated. But like I was like, oh, I want to wear tennis skirts and Sperry's, and like I mean it obviously comes with whatever like media's out at the time, so like some of like the YouTubers I watched who were probably like 22 years old and making back to school videos, like for like high school, middle school people, like because that was their audience, like they were wearing like circle skirts. That was the thing. That's what they're like skater skirts. Just a plain cotton printed skirt. And you could get them at like Forever 21, Hollister, like everywhere had them. But like it was like stuff like that. Like Toms were a trend. But that was also because of One Direction. That was
oh my gosh, I totally forgot about that.
Yeah. Oh, I went back and I was watching all their X Factor performances, and literally Louis wearing Toms in like all the early stuff. It's so Halloween. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my. That's so funny.
I mentioned how like back when I was a tween, obviously like all these older YouTubers were making like the oversaturated, like the back to school videos, like iconic lifestyle content. The girlies, love them. Looking back, it's like that's obviously it's what was trendy at the time, so it's cringe. But what's interesting is I think a lot of things that are trendy right now aren't going to be looked back on as cringe, because a lot of it is like timeless and basic. Like the whole like clean girl thing is like a very minimalist, like timeless look. Like I don't think anybody's gonna like not like it's never gonna go away. And especially like when people are shopping at these like way more luxurious places with like more just prioritizing like basics and things. But a lot of these lifestyle girlies are now obviously like way older, like closer to 30 or in their 30s. And a couple years ago there was like the big content shift on like YouTube, I mean even TikTok, where a bunch of them were like no more family friendly, like I'm switching gears, like I don't want to like hide my real life from the internet, I want to make content I like, and for like my audience grew up with me, so obviously like I'm gonna make whatever content now. That's where now everybody does truth or drink, everybody does like wild content, which is it's fun because like they're older, like it's fun, like their audience grew up. But at the same time, while their audience grew up, like you think about when they were like 21, 22, their content was super young focused, super family friendly, like for middle schoolers. Now influencers who are 21, 22 are also making the unfiltered content. Like none of them are making content for kids except maybe like JoJo Siwa. So it's like in this article it talked about how like these tweens don't even have like, they don't have representation, like they don't have influencers and things that are like gearing their content for them. Like, which not that anybody in their 20s needs to be making their content specifically for middle schoolers, but the thing is when everybody's trying to be just like the current it girl, like trying to be like Alex Earl who's out partying all the time, or like trying to be, not that that's bad, but it's kind of like that's like the popular it girl of the time. So then any of the like 15-16-year-old influencers are also going to just be like wearing the same things, doing the same things. Like nobody is like being their age, you know, like as teens online. Like I just think it's interesting.
Yeah, I think that a lot of it too is that like you said, there aren't really people making content for like back to school like they did back in the day, 10 years ago when we were literally tweens. And so like there's no one to really look to except for the high schoolers who are also growing up so fast. And so it's like the high schoolers look like they're in their mid-20s, and not in a good way.
Yes, they look like they're getting ready to go out to the frats. Like that's like sometimes I'm like, wait, why are you wearing like going out clothes?
You know what, I'm not here saying that women and girls should not wear whatever they want, that they like that we should be policing people's bodies and stuff, blah 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 blah. But I also think that you're going to school to go to school. You're going to school for an education. Like, we're not here trying to put on a fashion show. We're not here trying to be like, oh yeah, I'm in my mid-20s. Like, no, you're literally a teenager. You have so much more life left ahead of you. Like, just focus on what you're doing. And you know what? You can use your fashion sense, but not look like you're about to go out to a club all night. Sorry, I feel like that could be controversial, but it really shouldn't be.
No, it's true. And like, it's just hard. Like sometimes I'm like, I don't know how to feel about this, because obviously when I was young I wanted to like wear the trends and look good. Like, I wanted to wear what all these YouTubers I liked were wearing and look the same, but the reality was I was 13 years old. Like, I was a child. And so when I tried to, like, do these trends, I obviously didn't have, like, the exact same stuff as them. Like, and I was, like, making it work with things I had. And so, like, I still just, like, I looked like a kid. Like, I still looked like a kid. But you go on TikTok now, and there's girls who are, like, 13, and you think they're, like, 16, 17. Like, they just, like, look so old. Like, they're not in, like, an awkward phase. They're posting, like, thirst traps. They're doing trendy dances to, like, very explicit songs. They're, like, doing, like, all this stuff. And I'm like, whoa. Like, I mean, to a point, like, I maybe did that when I was younger, like, just with my friends, but it also, like, obviously, like, TikTok wasn't, like, a thing, and we weren't posting it anywhere. We were just, like, I don't know, doing it on our own. So it's just interesting to see it so, like, broadcasted on TikTok, and just, like, I don't know. It just seems like the youth are all old. Like, they all just act old.
I mean, and something that has not changed, though, which, you know, if only it has, but is 12-year-olds think that they're the smartest people in the world. So, okay, my dad has this theory, and it's not like a theory per se, but it's just more of a way of thinking, I guess. I don't know. That sophomores, whether it's high school or college, sophomores are the smartest people in the world. Because when you're a sophomore in high school, and I would even add 12 years old to that, because 12 years old, like, you're about to be a teenager, and you're old enough to have, like, a smartphone, you're old enough to have Snapchat, you're old enough to have Instagram, you know, like, all those things, or you're old enough to go to the movies by, you know, like, all these things. It's like, okay, but then I feel like after 12 and, like, kind of growing up, it's like, oh, I didn't actually know everything. Thank you, Mom, thank you, Dad, for protecting me, you know, whatever. And then sophomore in high school, you're like, no, I know it all. Like, 15, 16 years old, I can drive now. Like, I can do these things. I'm independent. I have my own life. Like, all the things. I'm fine. And then kind of going through that same cycle. And then sophomore in college, it's like, okay, no, now I really get it. I'm in college now. I understand. I kind of understand how college works. I kind of understand how the real world works. I get it. And all these people older than me, like, they aren't going through the same things. And life is so different now, blah, 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 blah. And so that's why his theory is that, like, sophomores are the smartest people in the world, because not that they actually are, but because they feel like they already know everything, you know. And then it's not till, and, like, thinking about it in my own life, I'm like, yeah, definitely. And now, like, having graduated college, I'm like, oh, I really don't know everything. And it's so much easier to admit that now than when I was a sophomore or when I was, like, in school. Because at that point I wanted to be so, like, sure of myself. I wanted to be independent. I wanted, like, I had this plan for my future. I was like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This is how I'm gonna do it. Like, I don't need help from all these other people. I don't, blah, blah, you know. But now knowing, I'm like, oh, very wrong. I don't know everything, and I'm only gonna continue learning if, you know, X, Y, Z. And so I feel like the disappearance of tweens is just becoming more and more of, like, I already know everything, or I don't want to, like, look back and people think I was stupid, you know. So, like, they start maturing sooner. They start, like, trying to be older than they actually are, and for lack of a better phrase, like, they waste away their childhood because they're trying to grow up too fast.
Yeah, it's like, that's interesting. Like trying to, and, like, not even that, like, you're doing it. Like, I mean, I think some people it happens, like, you're forced to, in, like, very unfortunate situations, and, like, it's how it's happened in your life. And then, like, other times it's like people are, like, trying to, like, grow up and, like, trying to, like, you're always like, oh, I can't wait to be, like, an adult. Like, I can't wait to be independent. I can't wait for all this. But then you get there and you're like, man, I wish I would have, like, stopped and, like, actually lived my childhood because I was able to. And I didn't. And I chose, like, to run away from it. Dang, I like that theory. I wonder if for, like, adulthood. Okay, so now I'm thinking about your dad's theory a bunch. So now I'm thinking, okay, for like just outside of college, then like in general, like that means in this next year, in like our second year post grad, maybe we're like gonna be like, yeah, I really get what post grad life is. Like, I'm an expert. Like, I get adulting, but then we're gonna hit like 26, 27. We're gonna be like, never mind, I don't get adulting.
Absolutely not. Yeah.
But then we're gonna be 30s, like maybe then 30s is the sophomore adult, or like maybe 30s 40s is sophomore adult, and you're gonna be like, ooh, yeah, I know life. But then maybe like mid 40s and then like 50, you're gonna be like, I don't know life. Like, it's just
I don't know life. Yeah. I mean, I think yeah, it is a perpetual, is that the right word, cycle?
Yeah, it really is.
Like I feel like it's just a cycle, and for every season, like, you're gonna think you're the smartest person in the world, that you got it. Yeah, like, you understand it, you finally, like, it clicks, you know. And at whatever point, like obviously not at the beginning, because you're like, what the heck am I doing? But then year or two in, you're like, I got it. Like with parenting, for example, I was a relatively easy baby, and so my parents were like, oh, piece of cake, amazing. And then they had my brother, and completely different, and they're like, oh, amazing, not a piece of cake. And like jumping from 1 to 2, it's like, oh, rough. And then 2 to 3 with my sister, like, oh my gosh, what is happening? And so I feel like every season of life, like, there's gonna be like that point of thinking we know it all, and then right after, or maybe not right after, but like eventually after it, we're gonna be like, oh, did not know it all.
Wow, I like this theory a lot. And I wonder, like, I think about how that impacts us. Being our sophomore year of college was when we went home for COVID, and like it changed our college experience completely. So like we were at the phase of like, we know this campus, we know how things go.
Yeah,
and, like,
true.
This is what it's like. Because then I think that like kind of played through when we came back in person our senior year, and things were so different, and we were like, the youth just don't know what it was like. They don't know the real Pullman. They don't know how things are. They don't know how it's supposed to go. Like,
no, really.
We were still in that, like, we know what's right. Instead of like adapting and like letting it be a different experience, we were like, they just don't know what it used to be like.
Yeah, I know. I remember like telling like all the underclassmen, be like, yeah, this is what it used to be like. Be jealous. You're not like, but
right.
And they're like, oh my gosh, why can't we do that now? It's like,
I'm like, I do think it's a better place now with these certain things. But there are things that I'm like, you guys are like not afraid. I'm like, why aren't you guys afraid of policies? Like, why are you guys not afraid of rules? Like, we were so afraid of rules.
Yeah. And you know what, that's a whole other story that we could get into. But yeah, I think even like our junior year when we were online, we're like, oh, easy money, we got it now. And so sleeping through classes, or being like, oh yeah, I'll just not go to class, and then I'll take the notes later because they're usually recorded, or like attendance isn't mandatory on Zoom, like all the things. And so yeah, culture shock when we came back in person. It was like, oh, like these classes are still relatively easy, but now I actually have to go to class. Okay, actually, side note, I did not go to all my classes senior year, but that's beside the point. But yeah, I think just so much of it is thinking, I understand it. I get life. I know more than my parents. I know more than my older siblings. I know more than the people who came before me, because times are different. And I've learned, I've grown, I've adapted, I've overcome. Like, I'm the pinnacle. I'm at the highest point. I've peaked, and like my knowledge has peaked, and I get it. And now all I have to do is apply my knowledge. Like, there's no more room to learn, no more room to grow in there. But then it's like, when you're hit with the truth, it's like, oh, there's so much more to learn. It's rough. And then, yeah, just kind of going back to 12-year-olds, you know, they're old enough. They're old enough for everything. They're responsible enough for everything. And then, yeah, it's I remember being like that. And then when I was like 16, 17, 18, and my sister was at that age, I was like, oh my gosh, Olivia. I was like, this is so cringe. Then my mom was like, Issa, that's exactly how you are. I was like, oh, cool. Thank you. Reality check.
I think, okay, in a way, it's almost like it makes sense, and it's kind of valid that like people start thinking that when they're at that age, because okay, like we said, when we were 12, we had Instagram, we had Snapchat, whatever, and it was new. Like that was brand new when we were 12. Like I remember like my Snapchat, there's a reason that my username, I'll just say like my username like dates back to 2012. Like it just like it fits into like something that was popular then. I think it's like almost in a sense it's right that they think these things. Like obviously when we were young, we were like, oh my gosh, we're like always showing our parents how to like do techie things, and it's like weird because it's like for me, I'm like, my dad's a literal genius. This man is an engineer. Like he's smart. He knows things. Why can't he figure out how to use the TV remote to like log into something, to like type out the username, you know? It's just like little things. I'm like, okay, but you have to remember like this was not the way technology was for them when they were my age. Like
yeah, like they
didn't even have computers, right?
Oh.
That too. But like things like that, and I'm like, okay, so like yeah, I guess teens now, obviously they're gonna, their whole childhood, depending on obviously how they were raised, you know, maybe they were similar to us and they didn't have a phone until they were 12, or like they didn't have whatever, like, but maybe they had a smartphone when they were 8 years old and we didn't have that. So it's kind of like they almost do know more. Not that they do know more, but like they're technologically like different. Like they've grown up still even different than we did. So it's like, oh yeah, of course, like, and all the things like all those YouTube videos type of things that were coming out when we were that age, and it was kind of cringe, and looking back it's cringe, but it's like that was all there was at the time. And so now there's been all these like actually good makeup routines and hair things and like fashion things for so long that like they've just grown into it with it. So maybe they've just gotten to skip over it.
Yeah. I think to your point of like earlier when you said, yeah, when we were 12, 13 years old, like we had Instagram, we had Facebook, we had Snapchat, like we had all the things because it was brand spanking new. And I'm not saying that it wasn't a dangerous place back then, but no one knew what it was really. And so having that lens and having actually grown up with it, it's so different now than a 12-year-old getting Instagram now, or a 12-year-old getting Snapchat now. Like if I were a parent right now and I had a 12-year-old, I'd be like, no, you're not gonna have any, like you can have a Facebook, but like I'm not gonna let you have like a Tumblr or a Twitter or Instagram or Snap. Like however a parent wants to protect their child with like social media and like all those things, like they're probably right. I'd venture to say that parents are probably right in not allowing their 12-year-olds to have a smartphone, or 12-year-olds to have like social media or whatever, you know. And it's such a scary place, and especially with like the evolution of it all and like all these fake accounts and deep fakes now too.
Yeah, and deep fakes.
Like all the things. Like I kind of don't even want to be on social media myself.
It's scary. But yeah, no, it's weird. It's just weird how different it is. And the tweens are gone. They're gone. I've yet to see like a true tween. Like I see like young, like I see like 11 and 12-year-old girls like around in town. Like I know people with kids that age, and I'm just like, wait, why is she like basically wearing Aritzia right now? Like it's like you have like these moments where like, I'm like, why does she have Set Active? I'm like, wait, hold on, why is she in Lululemon right now? Like it's just like these moments where I'm like, wait, are you sure this is a tween, because when I was 12, I still wanted to go to Claire's and do the like the BOGO 3 whatever racks. Like I wanted to do those sales. I had the crazy earrings. Like I was still very
The
much
zipper
like,
earrings. I had
yes.
those. I wanted them so bad, and I finally convinced my mom to get them for me.
And like I don't think most of these like tween girls would not be like caught dead still like shopping at Claire's at their age, unless it's for like basic like they're like, oh my god, you could get like these hoops there, you could get like stuff for to look like a clean girl,
or like
you could
simple
get the
studs. Yeah,
yes, like I'm like, oh okay. And it's sad too when like in the article from Teen Vogue, like the girl they interviewed for it, she's 15, and but she was talking about how she like noticed everything change when she was like 13, and she was like fitting into these like trending and mainstream looks that she doesn't even think is her style, because it's just what everybody's doing to be like what's trending, and like they're not even interested in it, but it's just what everybody likes, so they just have to do it. Not that they have to, but they just feel like they have to. It's like the pressure.
Yeah, like my sister, she just graduated high school, and I feel like, and like so all her and her friends are like 17, 18 years old, and I feel like they were kind of not the first, but like among the first ones to not really have that awkward tween phase. Like, yeah, they had maybe like the awkward elementary schooler phase because you're still growing into your body. You're still growing into your body well into your 20s. I'll let you know. But like I remember like my sister and her friends. I was like, why are you not like layering on your tank tops? Why are you not like doing this? Why are you just walking around talking on your phone like that? Like what? And big culture shock for me, because I was like, Mom, why did I only get my first phone when I went to middle school, and she just has it now, or whatever, like however old she was. And just so many things. I'm like, dang. I mean, yeah, obviously, yeah, I do wish I had something sooner, but also I'm really glad that I didn't have a lot of things sooner, even among those things that I did wish I had, like a phone. Like, I wish I had a phone at 10. What do I need a phone for at 10 years old? Like, a 10-year-old does, I mean, in this day and age, yeah, a 10-year-old probably does need a phone, but yeah, in my opinion, probably not a smartphone. Probably not a phone that does anything more than like take pictures or call or text or like FaceTime. Like, you don't need all those apps. You're 10. Go play in the dirt.
Yeah.
Go down a slide. Get your hair all staticky. And then shock yourself when you try going up it again because it's metal.
Right. Yeah. It's interesting. And I wonder if, like, did you ever have the time where you were, like, when you noticed your sister and her friends, like, weren't in that era, and you were like, dang, it's because, like, I went through it. It's like I walked so they could run. It's like you have, like, I went through that, and I'm who they look to, being, like, older and cooler, and now they get to just be cool as they're younger because I'm cool now. Or, like, I think about, like, with but then I'm like, oh wait, my sister, like, when I was an awkward tween, she was still like low-key an awkward teen. Like, I think, like, the teens when we were tweens were still also had, like, the awkward face. Like, I look back on high school pics of, like, people my sister's age, and I'm like, wait, they were still awkward in high school the same way that I look back and was cringe as a tween.
But, like, have you seen high schoolers from, like, early 2000s? Like, they look like they're in their mid-20s, and I'm like,
they do kind of look old,
but not in the way that they do now. Like, the way that the way that teenagers, high schoolers look like they're in their mid-20s now is because they're really trying to show that they're grown up and stuff, whereas
they're trying to
back
look
then
mature.
It was just like genetics or something. I don't know.
It was like people, it's like the whole thing of, like, people now, like, genuinely, like, I remember being like, wait, why is everybody so, like, small? Like, people are a lot more petite. Like, people are a lot shorter still, like, when they're that age. Then, like, my sister she's taller than me, or around my height, and she was that tall since she was, like, 11. And, like, it's just, like, a lot of the time now, like, tweens are still, like, really small. It is, like, a genetic shift. Like, it happens. And then, but, like, they're, I don't know, making themselves look older, like, dressing older, doing all this stuff. But back then it was, like, we think they look that way because it's like that's just how millennials like looked then, like they just looked older and like naturally, like yeah, like there was more like natural makeup and like
Uh,
well sometimes but like people are a lot more just like
it was a lot more chill, I feel like.
yes, it
Like
was
it
really
wasn't
chill.
like I remember being a freshman in high school, and like someone, I think it's like in our homerooms, like they, once we moved into like the new building, they changed like our homeroom from just being like random every year or whatever to it being the same for all 4 years. And then so then you'd get people from, then you get like freshmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors, like all in a homeroom together, and like they'd be together all 4 years. So then like you could make friends and then talk to people and like get advice and like offer advice and blah blah, like all the things. And so I want to say like I got the lowdown from like a junior senior, and I remember like being a freshman, like trying so hard. I was like, okay, I don't want to like look like I'm trying hard, but I also, it needs to look effortless, you know? Like I want to be cool. I want to whatever, blah blah blah. And then sophomore year, I was like, okay, now I can like try a little bit harder because the freshmen, like they're gonna be trying hard, but it's gonna be obvious because they're freshmen. Like blah blah, like kick them off of the island. I would always say that. I was like, we just need to kick the freshmen off the island because they're so annoying. All the things. And then junior year, I was like, I like it's fine. I'm just gonna wear a t-shirt and jeans. And senior year, like I could not care less. Like literally, it was so funny. Like seeing the shift from freshman to senior year. It's like once you like see it, you can't unsee it. Like all the seniors, they always wear sweats and like sweatshirts and t-shirt. Like they wear whatever they want because it's just high school. Like you're not like, it's fine. It's not that big of a deal. It's not that deep. Freshmen, they always like, they're the ones who are always like dressing up and dressing out because they're like, oh, I'm in high school now. Yay, so fun. I'm an adult. And then it's so funny. It's just like, wow, that's so fun. But now instead of like sweats and baggy sweatshirts, it's like tank tops and like yoga pants. Back in the day, we called yoga pants leggings, but whatever.
Yeah. Or, yeah, that or yoga pants, even. But yoga pants were specifically only the Victoria's Secret pink ones that had, like, the patterned waistbands that were fold over.
Oh.
Or, like, colored, like, yeah, like the waist's, like, literally folded down.
Oh, yeah.
But now you get the high-waist crossover flare leggings.
Yeah. Yeah, and whereas, you know what, back in the
Which
day,
I love them.
if they're black yoga pants, like, people would just call them leggings. I mean, maybe some would call them yoga pants, but...
Might be kind of niche, but at my dance studio, we called yoga pants jazz pants because leggings were still just, like, ankle skinny, you know? But anything that was like wide leg flare, anything, they were jazz pants because like you genuinely like could order them from like dance places online, but they were jazz pants because we always wore them for our jazz dances. Like all of our jazz and like sometimes tap costumes would be jazz pants and then whatever costume top we got.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh,
so
jazz pants.
I still want to call yoga pants jazz pants.
I love that. I say do it. And people be like, what are you talking about? Like, jazz pants?
Okay, black jazz pants.
That's so good.
Oh, wow. This is such an interesting topic, and I could find so many things to talk about for it because, like, I just think of all the things that were popular when I was a tween and, like, what I was watching and how it's different from now. Oh, I was gonna say, with people looking old now, they also, like, don't look old, like, in the face or body either. It's like they do look young. Like obviously, like until I was 18, I still looked like 15, and I think even when I was 18, I did look 15, 16.
People think I'm people
think I'm
like, are you in high school
now?
I'm like, no,
right.
I'm actually fully graduated from college. I'm 23 years old. So,
but it's like it's still like that. Like they do still look really young, but they also don't. Like, but then with what they're wearing and how they do all the trendy hair, makeup, everything, like.
Yeah.
They look older. But it's just interesting. I do think also with like what you were talking about with people like leaving their childhood behind and just like making themselves grow up fast because they like want to be mature and like they just want to like leave their childhood behind, and like not actually like live it. It made me think about how popular now, like everyone's always like, I'm doing this for my inner child, like I'm embracing my inner child. Like I think a lot of people our age like really, and like millennials too, like started that a lot online, and it's like a huge
Yeah.
trend. They're like, oh my gosh, my inner child is so happy. And I think it's because our generation did have a lot of people who like grew up online, or like kind of just grew up fast and did all these things, and they're like looking back in hindsight are like, oh, I didn't like do this, or I didn't get the chance to like actually be a kid. And so I thought that was interesting. So I just found like random things that people like were putting on Pinterest of like things to do to like reconnect with your inner child. And I think it's just like such a cute idea. Because I'm like,
That's so
wow,
cute.
people
I
should
know,
do
I
this
like
more.
I see those too, but then I see the things that they're doing. I'm like, I have zero interest in that.
Right. No, I'm like, I don't really like journaling. And
I don't like
but I
going
do like
outside.
it's like, but I do like thinking about like, oh, what made me happy as a kid, or just like thinking of things that like give you a like great nostalgic feeling, and like doing them. Like the other day,
Elisa Frank coloring book.
oh, I love that. Mine doesn't go back like too far to like childhood,
Oh.
but Mean Girls is back on Netflix, and I watched it like 2 weeks ago, and I made Zeke watch it. He'd never seen it, and yes, and I was like, prepare to watch the greatest movie of all time. I was like, I think you're
Prepare
gonna
to
love
have
it.
your
It's really
world
funny.
rocked.
Yeah, and he was like, I didn't realize how many like popular like audios on TikTok, or like just sayings people would say were from this, like cringy popular
all of
sayings.
them?
I'm like, yes, because I would like the whole thing, like there'd be so many quotes, and I'm like, oh man, he's just gonna think this is like cringy because like this is like an overused like thing on t-shirts, and like, and he never knew it was from this. But I was like,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
my gosh, I
You go,
Mean
Glen
Girls was one
Coco.
of my, yes, it was one of my favorite movies, because the first time I ever watched it was with my mom and sister the night before my first day of 7th grade.
Oh, that's so cute.
And it just like
Did it scare you?
defined. No, I was
Okay,
actually
good.
like,
It
yeah.
did not traumatize you. That's good.
I was scared just because I went through school. I went to a 7 through 12 school. And so I was scared to like go and be like around all the old people, but it was fine, and I had a great experience. But like, I just like, I love Mean Girls for that reason.
I love it.
And
Oh my
it
gosh,
was
I
so
wanna watch it
fun to
now.
watch it. Yeah, but it was also fun to watch and be like, this is so not even like, some of it is trendy now with like, you know, early 2000s stuff coming back, but it's trending in a different way. Like people are making it like better now. Like it's not the same.
Oh my gosh. Speaking of trends, you know, like the sound on TikTok that go like it's fast, and then it has like pictures going to it. It's like da 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 da.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, that sounded so stupid.
Yeah.
Okay, well, one, it is a song, but two, I was watching Divergent last week or the week before with my mom, and that's literally, okay, spoilers. When Triss, like after she chooses Dauntless, and then they have to jump out of the train, that's the song. That's what's going on.
Oh my gosh.
Like the train tracks, it goes da da
Yes.
da 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 da. I'm like, what? I was like, wow, I figured something out for
Oh.
myself for once.
Yes. I love that.
It's so good. Wow.
I never realized
They
that.
don't make movies like Divergent anymore.
They don't.
It's actually so good. We watched the whole trilogy. It was so good. And now we're watching Maze Runner, except
I was just
we only
about to
watched
say
the
Maze
first
Runner.
one, but we have yet to watch the next two. But she's in Arizona right now, so
Dang. Remember Tron?
I never actually saw it.
Oh. You know what? Okay, I forget what the
But
movie's
I
called.
wanted to. I want to.
There's also that movie with Machine Gun Kelly is in it. You know the one where Dare, that's what it's called. Dare.
Oh,
when they're
yeah.
doing all the like crazy
The
stuff.
scary stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I've seen that. I think I watched it like when it came out into like a streaming platform eventually. Like shoot. I feel like all these movies like came out within the past couple of years, but they
it's
really
so
came out
long
like
ago.
2014, 2015.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, okay. So, about Divergent. So, Veronica Roth, she's the author of Divergent, like the whole trilogy. Divergent, Allegiant, and then, no, Divergent, Insurgent, Allegiant. Yeah, that's the order. they came out like each a year apart, starting in 2012, 13, 14. And then the movies came out 2015, 16, 17. So literally
That's so
three
fast.
3 years after the books were published. And guess how old she was?
How old?
She was like 21, 22 when Divergent was published.
No way.
Yeah, literally, like, she was so young when those literally became bestsellers. And I feel like that's also something that has caused people to grow up way too fast, is that seeing all the success, or like seeing people, young people be successful because they're like, oh my gosh, I need, like, essentially it's like, I need to win. I need to be successful. I need to do this by the time I'm whatever, whether it's like, oh, I need to be married and have a family by the time I'm however old, or oh my gosh, I need to write a book before I'm however old, or oh my gosh, I need to graduate college in 4 years or less, or all the things.
Yeah, I guess for us, even like social media in our generation has made it extra possible for people to be successful that young. Like the influencers when we were younger, and like some of them I watched and loved are my age, and like people like Emma Chamberlain and like all these people who like got big when they were like 16, and then we've seen them grow up, and like obviously people have then like had their own judgments and have been like they've changed, but I'm like, they were 16, like they weren't even they weren't them. Like, yes, they were them, but like they weren't them, because maybe they were like all the other 16-year-olds who are just doing what's popular and they don't even like it.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Divergent came out in 2011, so then it was 11, 12, 13, but then the movies, I'm pretty sure the movies came out 15, 16, 17, or is 14, 15, 16? I don't know. Some of the years, and then she was like 23, 24. So still young, but
that's so wild.
I know. I think that's so rad.
We could have that's like if us right now had a movie come out of a book we wrote.
So should we get a movie deal?
Yeah.
Is that what I'm hearing? We sell the rights to our memoir that we haven't written yet about the Likewise Pod. We need to make sure to have that first episode with the pen clicking in it. That's a pivotal moment.
Oh yeah, I can maybe try and find it.
Oh my gosh. So funny. But yeah, anyway, sorry. Lots of unrelated stuff, but also kind of related to it. And long story short,
I do like the point about young success. That's good.
Yeah. Like, if you haven't listened to any of the episode until now, people are growing up too fast.
Yeah. Ooh, random point that I was saving to the end because I didn't want us to, like, actually talk about it more. We have a friend who is a teacher, like, works in an elementary school. Literally, like, 5th graders and stuff, like, 4th, 5th graders getting caught with weed. Like,
oh my gosh.
Yes, like vaping and weed and stuff in the bathrooms and like at school, and I'm like, elementary school.
Graders.
Like, I knew it was probably infiltrating like middle school from like how much it was in high school and like my school when I was a teen, but I'm like, wait, elementary?
Absolutely not. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's like so sad. But yeah, I was like, I don't want to like actually talk about this because that's like
it's just another point.
It is part of this issue, but it's not like the fun version of this issue.
It's a sad version. It's a sad point. Yeah. Oh man. Dang, now I'm so sad, Sam.
Oh.
Yeah, give us another fun point.
Yeah. No, same. Well, I was just thinking about like with like clothes. The reason I like thought about this article so much and like read it a bunch is because we have like at my work, like at Buckle, we have like one of our brands, like one of our private label like in-house brands is called Fitzinetti, and it's like very juniors focused. Like the sizing runs smaller, so like if I were to get something Fitzinetti, I need to like get like 2 sizes over my regular size because it's like it's meant for tweens. Like
it's meant for small people.
More.
Yeah.
yes, it's like very slim bodies, very like it just runs smaller,
Yeah.
like more like a junior section would. But it's interesting because we always talk about how like it needs to be styled that way and it like needs to like really come off that way, and be like shot on younger models and all this stuff. And I'm like, wow, we are really one of like the only brands that like really, really is still trying to like
Yeah.
pursue a tween market. And like not a lot. I mean, I think like Pakistan definitely does a good job, but they are also trying to do like older too. Like they have this variety, but it's just interesting because I'm like, yeah, like even like Hollister's a little different. Aerie and like American Eagle has always like kind of been mainstream in the way of can be a big variety, but it's just like nothing like the true tweeniness of when we were young.
Yeah. No, that's so true. Ugh, bring back the tweens. So then I can feel better about myself. JK.
Bring
Because
them back.
it's important, I think, to character development to have that tween phase. The tween stage.
It is. Yeah. Facts.
Anyways, that was so fun. Thank you, Sam,
It was
for
fun.
being on LinkedIn and seeing all the fun articles. I'm like, dang, I'm not seeing those kinds of articles when I'm on LinkedIn.
Yeah, I don't know. They just kind of pop up.
I know, and then I see like, oh, Sam liked this. Sam liked that. Sam loved
That's
this.
how I
Or
see a lot of
celebrated. I was like,
stuff, yeah.
dang, that's nice.
I think it's just
I'm like, inspo.
like especially with Teen Vogue, I follow a lot of the people who write their articles.
Oh, yeah.
I follow them on LinkedIn
Okay, good to
because
know.
I like them a lot.
I know. I see some people that you follow. I'm like, I'll follow them too. Or no, sometimes I'll see that you liked something on LinkedIn, and then I'll like be on the Likewise doc, like for recording an episode. I'm like, oh, I saw her like that earlier. I love it. It's so good. I love LinkedIn.
Yes.
But anyways, wow. Sorry, I feel like I always say that. Anyways, wow, or anyways, yeah.
It's the best transition.
So, song of the week.
Woo, 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 woo.
So good.
I love
so
song of the
fun.
week.
So exciting. Love it. Sam, what is your song of the week?
I'm so excited about my song of the week. I've been raving about it. My song of the week is Pretty Boy, the cover by Cannons.
Oh.
It's a cover of Pretty Boy by The Neighborhood, and when it starts, it sounds just like the original. Like me and Zeke, we were in Denver, and we're at this like trendy brunchy restaurant, and we're sitting outside on the patio, and they're playing amazing like indie pop. Like their playlist was good, and this song comes on, we're like, oh, great song. We think it's just the regular version. Then all of a sudden, she starts singing, and we're like, wait a second, this is not The Neighborhood. This is like a very ethereal, like this is definitely like a woman singing. Like, who is it? And so I found, and I didn't realize that Cannons had a cover of it, and it's so good. It just sounds so good. So I've been obsessed with it. So that's my song of the week.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun. My song of the week is Hate My Head by Dylan Espeseth. My good friend Dylan Espeseth. Well, okay, he is I would consider him my good friend. I don't know that he would consider me his good friend. I feel like we're at least on friend terms. And actually he sometimes listens to the pod, so that's exciting.
I love that.
But yeah, I love knowing like people doing things, and so listening to their music or watching like their videos that they like direct or produce. I'm like, yes, you go.
Mm-hmm.
Or just anything like, okay, I feel like this is gonna sound like a backhanded compliment just with like the way to wording it, but I don't know how else to. Like even Sam, like styling and doing stuff with Buckle, I'm like, that's so fun. I love it. I don't mean it as a backhanded compliment, because like the even I feel like makes it sound backhanded, but I don't mean it that way.
Mm-hmm.
I just mean it with things that I don't know anything about. I mean, I don't really know anything about a lot of things,
Mm-hmm.
but beside the point. So, I feel like I'm just digging a hole deeper and deeper and deeper. Anyways, Hate My Head by Dylan. It's so good, and I was talking to him, and like a group of us, and we're like, yeah, Dylan, like, give us a concert right now, right now. Like, just all the things. And then just asking questions like, what's your favorite song that you've put out? He's like, honestly, probably Hate My Head. And because, I mean, listening to our own podcast, I'm like, I'm tired of this. It's just been in my brain for so long. Like, I'm tired of it. And so he's like, it's at the point where I'm not tired of listening to it. And it's been on my mind for a really long time. And I've put so many other songs out between like the first time I thought of it and when I actually like released it now, and I'm still not tired of it, and it's just really, it's a good one. I'm like, oh, that's so nice. It's like, anyways,
That's so like wholesome.
like the comparison of me listening to Likewise, that was me kind of understanding, be like, yeah, I get it, but also like not at all. But yeah, it was so fun.
Yeah.
Love it. Listen to him. That's all.
Oh,
My TED talk for the night.
I need to listen.
Yeah, go listen to Dylan.
I actually just started, so I've decided, okay, I won't talk about this for too long. I've decided that I need multiple playlists for the gym because as much as I just do like walking on the treadmill and do some cardio, there's different levels of intensity that I like. Like sometimes I just want it to be very like chill, mellow, and that's like a calm, like it'd be good if you're like doing this in the morning. Then I've got one that's very like slay, attitude, girly pop. Then yesterday I made a they're all like called like hot girl walk or like something hot girl walk. So one's like calm 12-3:30, one's like hot girl walk, and then this one is hot girl parentheses rage walk. Because
Love
it's like
it.
for when you want it to be like really angsty and yeah.
That's so fun.
'Cause sometimes you just want to feel like you're raging
Yeah,
I don't know.
that's totally fair.
when you're not.
Yeah, no, my workout playlist, it's just all the songs that I already listened to. And so, like, I just listen to it all the time, and yeah, that's all.
Mine has been podcasts a lot.
Yeah. So good. I love it.
Amazing.
Sorry, I was gonna talk and then I forgot it again, even though I'm literally just reading, but beside the point. If you guys have listened this far, thank you so much, and we would absolutely adore you even more than we already do if you could rate and review us, especially on Apple Podcasts, because that's where you can leave, reviews. But you can also rate us on Spotify and maybe even some other platforms that we don't really talk about because Spotify and Apple are like the main ones. So
And there's like interactive questions on Spotify.
oh yeah, that's true.
Now, which is really fun.
I know, that's a lot of fun. And I'm like, wow, how cute. That, like, we can ask questions or even a poll, but I'm like, I don't know what I would do for a poll.
Right.
But yeah, so make sure to rate and review us, please, so that other people can find us, because that's how the what's the word? Algorithm.
Yes.
That's how the algorithm
That's
works.
how it likes
Rates
us.
and reviews. So good. So fun. Exciting stuff. And then make sure to also, if you're not already, follow us on whatever streaming platform you use to make sure you're listening as soon as an episode's out, because if you've not noticed the past couple weeks, we're a little bit inconsistent. A lot bit inconsistent. But it's still so much fun, and we're having a great time, and yeah, just so good. And you could see more of that great time if you follow us on Instagram at likewise_pod.
It's great Instagram.
Yeah, is that it? _pod?
Yeah.
Okay, I still don't know, which is really embarrassing. So
It's
that's
just
on
like
me.
makes you do a double take.
Yeah. Anyways, Sam, thank you so much for spending another evening with me over FaceTime. Can't wait to do it again. Same time next week.
Me too. It was so fun.
Anyways, I hope you just have a really great rest of your day.
Thanks, Issa, and likewise to you all. Bye.
Bye.